You know, everybody's talked about the Texas Children's Hospital family today. I guess I'm the crazy uncle that everybody tries to keep in the closet.
But you won't stay.
Yeah, but I won't stay. It's, you know, I do have kind of, you know, the O'Malleys are very, very dear to me. I have to confess that our relationship is a little different. I was certain that when Kevin sent me this email, and then I was the last speaker, it was done as a joke or something. You know, there's torture, you know, to make me sit there nervous, or, you know, you were responsible. And then, and I'm sure this was you too, Kevin, at least on the email he sent me, wrote that I was the keynote speaker. I'm the crazy uncle. You know, I really was puzzled to see that, and and having heard such, you know, compelling stories, and you know, had my colleagues talk about their passion, there's really not anything that I can add. The keynote really does puzzle me because I'm not sure there was anything key or really anything very noteworthy that I did in terms of Jonathan's care, except maybe for that story that involved the black mood lights, the Pink Floyd music, and
Oh, God.
Comfortably Numb. But we'll get to that later on. That's an incident I'm really not very proud of, but we'll talk about. I'm also I'm really quite certain that nothing I have to say is again key or noteworthy, but I am an Irishman, and I'll talk anyway. St. Patrick's, St. Patty and the Gift of Gab, and all that sort of stuff. You know, let me begin by saying that, you know, I really haven't met very many of you, but I really feel that I know you. A young man as remarkable and courageous and strong in his faith as Jonathan just doesn't appear. He's shaped. He's shaped by his personal relationship with Jesus Christ. He's shaped by his family. He's shaped by his community. So even if I don't know your names, and I didn't know your names when I was caring for Jonathan, I felt your love for him. I felt your love for his family. And I have felt that the love that you have given to every one of the children that has battled childhood cancer. And I'm very grateful for that. I'm a zealot, just like my colleagues. I think I have the best job there is. I meet the most remarkable people, and I get to work with the most remarkable people. And it's a privilege. It's a challenge sometimes. So when you're praying for Jonathan, maybe throw in a few for us too. You know, how can you describe the experience that someone like Jonathan goes through? You know, I really can't. I know I can't do it as well as he can. But I want to give you a little bit of my perspective on it. I thought I'd boil it down to 3 words: sadness, madness, and gladness. Sadness. For someone, you know, who's just 17 years, you know, Jonathan experienced a lot more sadness than really anybody should in their lifetime. First comes the sadness of being diagnosed, a loss of that sense of invincibility that we all have, especially have when we're 17. A sadness that, you know, everything is going to change, all that uncertainty. And you know, unfortunately, I think there's even a harder sadness. We need to do better in caring for children. Because already Jonathan's lost a friend, and it's sad, and he's had that sadness, but he may lose another. And we all, in our jobs, have to work harder and do more, do better research, do better care to make that kind of sadness go away. I don't have answers, I don't have medicines that can make the sadness from diagnosis or the sadness from losing a friend go away. I know that Jonathan overcame that sadness every day. He overcame it because of the support of his family and this community. Again, I don't know who any of you all are. I don't know your names, but I know you, and I felt your love for him. Madness. With Jonathan, madness, I guess we could go on this for a long time. But, there is an element of madness that doesn't have anything to do with Jonathan. And it doesn't have anything with, it's not Jonathan's fault. I mean, the hospital is filled with madness. What other place in the world does somebody, a physician, come wake you up to ask you how you've been sleeping? At 6 in the morning. Okay, but that's just the madness of the place. It's just madness.